Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question we are taking this up from the topic of vector algebra. And if I talk about the question which is given to us here from this topic, the question tells us let A is a vector which is i+j+k. B is a vector which is -i−8j+2k. And C is the third vector which is 4i+c2j+c3k. The question further tells us these are the three vectors with a condition that says cross product of B and A is equals to cross product of C and A. And the question is telling us if the angle between vector C and vector 3i plus 4j plus k, angle between them is equals to theta. The question is asking us to figure out the greatest integer function, which is basically nothing but less than or equals to tan square of theta. So we have to find the greatest integer value which is less than or equals to tan square theta. And if I talk about the answer choices, the options given to us are 37, 38, 39, and 40. So we need to figure out which one of the answer choices is the correct answer for this question that is given to us here. Let's try to solve this question further and find the correct answer. Before starting off with the solution, I would first like to tell you that please do subscribe to my channel and support this channel as well, because it takes lots of efforts in making these videos for you on everyday basis, and it is free for you but also motivates me to put up better content and trying to make the solutions as easy as possible so you understand them in a better way. Let's try to solve this question. Now the question further tells us first condition is cross product of B and A is equal to cross product of C and A. So if I take this cross product also on the other side, it basically becomes this. And if I take out this cross product of A common, I get B minus C. Now I know one thing, that cross product of two vectors when it's equals to 0, cross product of two vectors first of all denotes that the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. And when it is equal to 0, I understand that the first vector, it's nothing but a scalar multiple of the second vector. So B minus C is nothing but a scalar multiple which is basically lambda into a vector which is A. So from here I get B vector, it's nothing but C vector plus lambda into A vector. So B vector I have been given here -i−8j+2k, which is equal to vector C which is 4i+c2j+c3k plus lambda vector A which is i+j+k. Now once I have this with me, let's equate the coefficients of I, j and k, and then we'll get the answers. So -i−8j+2k is equal to 4 plus lambda I cap plus C2 plus lambda j cap and C3 plus lambda k cap. Once I have this, I'll equate the coefficients of 4 plus lambda equals -1. Lambda becomes -1 minus 4, which is -1. So I get the value for lambda. Now once I get the value for lambda, I get C2 plus lambda is -8. So C2 minus 5 is -8. That gives me C2 is 5 minus 8, which is -3. And the third I get here is C3 plus lambda, which is 2. So C3 becomes 2 minus lambda. 2 minus lambda is -5, so -5. So you get 2 plus 5, which is 7. So you get C3 as 7. So once I get all the three values, lambda, C2, C3, I get my vector C already now, that is basically given to me 4i plus C2j plus C3k. So 4i minus 3j plus 7k. And the question tells us that the angle between vector C and 3i plus 4j plus k is theta. So the other vector given to us is 3i plus 4j plus k. So once I get this with me, let's try to find the value of theta. So to find the angle theta, I know one condition that says cos theta is equals to, if your vector is having, let's say, a1, b1, c1, and the second vector has the constants a2, b2, c2, the cos theta of that becomes a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 divided by square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, and multiplying that with square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. So from here, if I see, I get a1 into a2, which is 4 into 3, 12, plus minus 3 into 4, which is minus 12, plus 7 into 1, which is 7. Square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, which is 4 square plus minus 3 square, so 16 plus 9 plus c1 square, which is 49. Square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square, which is 3 square, so 9 plus 16 plus 1. So we get this. Now further, if I solve this, I get cos theta equals 7 divided by square root of 49 plus 9, which is 58, plus 16, which is square root of 74. And this becomes 16 plus 9, 25, 25 plus 1, 26. So if I further try to simplify this, I get root of 37 into 2, and this is 26 is 13 into 2. Square root of 2 into square root of 2 becomes 2, so 7 over 2. Square root of 37 into 13. So 13 sevens is 91, 9 13 threes is 39, and 9 4 81. So you get 2 square root of 481. That's the value of cos theta. So if I have a right angle triangle with me, which has an angle theta, this is 90. So cos theta basically becomes adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent is 7 times and hypotenuse is 2 root 40, 481 times. Actually, you should write a multiple of x, but we are not writing it because those x and x will already get cancelled and you get the ratios. You want to find the ratios, not the size. So if I want to find tan theta, which is opposite over adjacent, so I have adjacent side with me, but I need to find the opposite side here. So let's try to find the opposite side using Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem, if I use, we know hypotenuse squared. So 2 root 81 squared is equals to 7 squared plus this question mark, which we have to find the square of that. So 2 square I know 4, and 481 multiplied with that minus 49 is the question mark square. 481 into 4 gives you 4, 8 fours is 32, 3, and 4 fours is 16, 1924. Minus 49 is question mark square. So 1924 minus 49, I get this is 1884 and minus 9, so 1875. So I get the question mark squared is 1875. So question mark in this case becomes square root of that. And if I try to divide it, I can divide it by 3 as 625 into 3. Square root of 625 is 25 root 3. So you get your opposite side. It's a multiple of 25 root 3. And the adjacent side is a multiple of 7. So if I write x both sides, this x and x gets cancelled and you're getting this ratio. So I have tan theta, but if I want to square it, so tan square theta would make it 625 into square root of 3 squared is 3 basically, and this 7 squared is 49. So if I do it, 1875 divided by 49. So if I try to divide it, I can divide 49 3 times. I know it's 147. And if I add 49, it's going to become bigger. So 49 3 times is 147. You get 405. Now 49 9 times, if I do it, 9 fours is 36, 441. So I should take 49 8 times. 9 eights is 72. 7 8 fours is 32, 392. So I get 38, 392. 13. So basically 49 twos, the 38.2 something is the answer. So once I get this, the question is not asking me to figure out this value of the decimal, it's asking me to find an integer value, and it is telling you to find the greatest integer function, means you have to find the greatest integer value which is just less than or equals to this. So less than or equals to this means if I find the greatest integer function for this, becomes 38. So if I see the answer choice that matches here with the question, it is option B. So B becomes the correct answer for the question that is given to us here. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions, which deals with the ideas of finding the greatest integer values of tan square theta using the concepts of vectors. I'll see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic, and we are going to continue our series of questions on JEE mains. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, if you're enjoying these videos that we are doing on everyday basis, please do like the videos as well and do subscribe to my channel and share this channel with your friends also who are involved in the preparation of questions on JEE, so they can also take the benefit from these questions which we are solving on everyday basis. Thank you.